Getting the most out of MarvinSketch for Reaxys. Welcome to the webinar. Reaxys works with several different structure editors. When you access Reaxys through IP recognition, you can view and switch structure editors by clicking here. These three structure editors do not require installation. They are .matix Elemental, the default structure editor for Reaxys. It does not require Java. GGA Catcher. This one also does not require Java. And of course, ChemX on MarvinSketch, which does require that you have Java installed on your computer. When I log in, I have more options to choose from. By clicking Settings, Modify Application Settings, I can see the same three structure editors on the left, and on the right, there are 5 more. These 5 require installation, and also require connection software, which you can get from the Reaxys info site. So today we will focus on MarvinSketch, and I will try to show you some features that you may not have been aware of. I'm sure you've used the Generate Structure from Name feature in Reaxys. Well, there is a similar feature in Marvin. For example, if I'm reading a document and I come across a chemical name, I can just copy and paste the name into Marvin to view the structure. I prefer a different view, so I'll select Object, Mirror Image. Clicking F6 is a shortcut for resizing the structure. And your mouse wheel will do the same as the side vertical bar. You can easily sprout a template by selecting it and then moving the mouse until it touches an atom on the parent structure. Or you can fuse it by moving it to a bond. Confusion may arise when using a template with a different shape or different bond lengths. Just make sure that your mouse touches the bond and then it will fuse. Reaxys recognizes many abbreviations, COOH for example. You can search this way or expand the abbreviation by clicking Chemistry, Residue, Expand Residue. Contract with Chemistry, Residue, Contract Residue. Here's a few more examples. TBU for tert-butyl, FMOC, BD fructose, and triethylamine, ET3N. You can see more by clicking Templates, Groups. I'd like to add a double bond. It is not always necessary to click the bond tool and then click a bond. Just click the bond you want to change and type a 1, 2, or 3. I'll type a 2 for double bonds. You can select a portion of a structure and move it several different ways by clicking the space bar. I have selected it, and now I'm clicking the space bar. The blue box appears. Now I can stretch it and move it. Click the space bar again, and this shape appears, allowing me to rotate in 2D. This would come in handy if I wanted to change from the E to the Z configuration. When I click the space bar a third time, I can rotate in 3D. Notice that this structure has an E label. Let's search for it in Reaxys. This is a substructure search. In the results, notice that we have retrieved both the E and Z configurations. EZ double bonds must be given a stereo label in order for Reaxys to recognize it. I'll go back to MarvinSketch. Now I can select the bond, right-click, and select Edit Bond, Stereo Search. Search again, and this time we retrieved only the E. If this is a structure you use often, you may want to keep it as a template. The Query Feature Stereo Bond will be part of the template. You can do this using the following steps. First, save the structure to a folder on your computer. Then in MarvinSketch, select Templates, Template Library. Click this icon and search for your new file to add it to the library list. Then scroll and click on the new template. Add it to your toolbar by clicking the Properties tab and clicking here. In fact, you can add any of these templates to your toolbar the same way. We talked about easy stereochemistry. The next topic I'd like to cover is stereochemistry using up and down bonds. Since I have this opened, I'm going to select one of these templates. And I'll search for it in Reaxys. Unlike E and Z stereochemistry, up and down bonds do not require any stereo labels. If the up and down bonds are drawn, Reaxys will retrieve only that configuration. You don't have to redraw if you decide you want to see all possibilities. Click Ignore Stereo instead. Drawing the structure with regular bonds will give you the same results as this one. Here's a structure that you'd like to search for in the R configuration. No need to figure out which bonds should be up and down. Just right-click the appropriate atom and select Edit Atom, Stereo, RS, R. The features we've discussed so far will also work with reactions. Let's look at some other features that are unique to reactions. I'll use Ritalin as an example. When I do a substructure search for Ritalin as a product, I retrieve 906 reactions. But what if I only wanted reactions where the stereochemistry of the reactant and product were inverted? In MarvinSketch, right-click the appropriate atom and select Edit Atom, Stereo, Reaction, Inversion. Run the search again. This time we get 4 reactions. What if we wanted to retain the configuration in the product? Return to MarvinSketch, and this time select Edit Atom, Stereo, Reaction, Retention. Now we retrieve 74 reactions. Another feature has to do with the reaction center. We want preparations for phthalimide, but only reactions involving this bond. If we run this search, we'll retrieve 505 reactions that involve this and other bonds. Specify this bond in MarvinSketch by right-clicking the bond and clicking Edit Bond, Reaction Center, Make or Break a Bond. "16 reactions are retrieved." Let's try a different bond. This time 64 reactions are retrieved. After polling the audience, we found that most of you were interested in seeing examples of the position variation bond and link nodes. The position variation bond will let you find a substituent on a ring without specifying the location. I want an alkoxy anywhere on this ring, and on this ring, I want two substituents. One is an acid or ester, and the other is a hydroxyl or ether. Select the atoms on the first ring, right-click anywhere and select Edit Structure, Add Position Variation Bond. On the second ring, select the atoms, right-click, and select Edit Structure, Add Position Variation Bond. Then immediately right-click again and repeat. Now add the oxygen to one bond and type COOH for the other. Select Chemistry, Residue, Expand Residue. Then click Anywhere and type period S6 to open the oxygens to substitution. Search as drawn. Here are the results. Link nodes. Link nodes enable you to choose a range of atoms so you can retrieve chains or ring systems of varying size. Here I'm drawing a bicyclic structure, and I want each ring to be either a 5 or 6-membered ring. Select the atom, right-click, and select Edit Atom, Link Nodes, L1 to 2. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please check our webinar schedule for upcoming webinars.